Have you seen this ad? Donald Trump is spending millions attacking Kamala Harris on a desperate lie. Taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners and illegal aliens is a Trump administration policy. He's attacking Kamala Harris for his own record, and he thinks you're too dumb to get it. He's gaslighting America because Trump is for he, him. Kamala is for us.
All of this with the global warming and that, a lot of it's a hoax. It's a hoax. I mean, it's a money-making industry, okay?
Climate change is not science.
Unleash American energy. Drill, baby, drill.
We don't want to pray to the climate gods and confess our sins. No, thank you.
Even if you think that climate justice is real, or even if you can explain what it is, I've never met anyone who can, what does that have to do with science? That's not science, is it?
We want to keep our earth clean, and we want the most beautiful earth in the whole world. But do we want to destroy the oil and coal industry? No.
The former president had said climate change is a hoax. Every day brings another reminder, from wildfire smoke to extreme heat to floods. If we do nothing, it will be irreversible in terms of the harm. We can do this. We can build a more equitable future. It's within our power. For the last 4 years, we have invested $1 trillion in a clean energy economy, while we have also increased domestic gas production to historic levels. We have created over 800,000 new manufacturing jobs while I have been vice president. We have invested in clean energy to the point that we are opening up factories around the world. Part of building a clean energy economy includes investing in American-made products to protect the people of our nation. Let us understand that we can match that desire with action, and that we must act now.
Imagine a young girl looking in the mirror, searching for role models in the world to give her hope that one day she too can make a difference. Now imagine how she feels when she watches women being verbally attacked.
What a stupid question that is. But I watch you a lot. You ask a lot of stupid questions. And I've got that loser who doesn't have the energy of a rabbit.
Maligned.
There's something wrong with Kamala, and I just don't know what it is, but there is definitely something missing.
Belittled.
I'm not thinking, Mr.
That's
President.
okay. I know you're not thinking. You never do.
I'm sorry?
Harassed.
I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. We can't stand you. You're a shit vice president.
Insulted.
We're going to defeat crazy Kamala. Kamala. You know, there's about 19 different ways of saying it. She only likes 3. Kamala, she goes, Kamala. No, it's Kamala.
Your daughters are absorbing that message right in front of your eyes.
Blood coming out of her, wherever. It's crazy.
Now imagine a different future for her. A future with a president who looks like her, who sounds like her, who shows her who she can grow up to be if only she believes in herself. A strong woman with compassion, unafraid to take on a bully.
Brett, I'm sorry, and with all due respect, that clip was not what he has been saying about the enemy within that he has repeated when he's speaking about the American people. That's not what you just showed.
A woman who not only believes in the American dream, she embodies it. Imagine that little girl in the mirror is yours, and your actions on November 5th will define who she sees. Vote for her.
My head feels like it's exploding.
Doctor, this is the 3rd ER visit, now severe preeclampsia.
But is she dying? She's not dying yet. We give her an abortion and we all go to jail.
The baby isn't viable. She knows.
My precious baby girl. My stomach.
Blood pressure is rising.
She's not dying yet. She's still not dying.
Please help me.
What are we doing here?
Please help me. Please help me.
She's hemorrhaging. Possible abruption.
Calling a code blood bank.
Mommy, please take care of my Lucas.
I can't get a blood pressure.
Calling a crash C-section. Let's start CPR on the mother.
The race is close. The polls are razor thin. Republicans want Democrats to panic, to believe Trump can't be beaten. For everyone who remembers 2016, they're getting nervous. Well, get the hell over it. The polls are garbage. Trump is losing his mind and his campaign. Kamala Harris is winning, connecting with Americans, making the case for democracy, doing her part to help end this madness. There is no time to panic. No time to quit. It's time to fight. Vote early, organize, volunteer. Get out and show Trump you're not scared. Show him you're ready for the fight. Ignore the polls. Ignore the noise. We know what he'll do if he loses.
Fake news.
The question is, what will you do to make sure
There's a hurricane making landfall in America, and Donald Trump is at its center, destroying everything in his path with a storm of lies and misinformation.
They stole the FEMA money just like they stole it from a bank.
The catastrophic cost of Donald Trump's propaganda and conspiracy theories are tearing our nation apart. Already formed in hurricane-ravaged North Carolina and Florida, truckloads of armed militias are reportedly hunting down FEMA agents, preventing them from providing desperately needed aid to storm victims. Federal agents had to be evacuated for their own safety, leaving Americans stuck in the devastation that was once their hometowns.
FEMA has advised all federal responders in Rutherford County, North Carolina, to stand down and evacuate the county immediately.
Americans are suffering because of these lies. The storm of misinformation is as destructive as any hurricane, a hurricane that is 100% man-made. This is what Donald Trump and his Project 2025 allies want for America, a nation that has no effective way to respond to emergencies, a nation built on lies and mistrust. This is their vision, their plan, their storm. They tell their followers that we control the weather. This November, we will.
October 22nd, 2024. Donald Trump is back at it again, grasping at straws to sway voters. He's running a campaign ad accusing Vice President Kamala Harris of supporting taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners and illegal immigrants. But here's the kicker. This isn't just a distortion. It's Trump's own policy. That's right, folks. Trump is weaponizing culture war issues that his administration once upheld, hoping voters will forget the fine print. This desperate move isn't just hypocrisy. It's a blatant attempt to gaslight Americans. Ryan Wiggins, Chief of Staff of the Lincoln Project, didn't mince words. Trump is a liar, crook, and bullshit artist trying to gaslight his way back into the Oval Office. Her statement continues. He's exploiting a hot-button issue, a policy that came from his own administration, because he's losing, badly. He's losing to tolerance, to unity, and Americans are seeing right through his shallow, stupid facade. Trump has always been incapable of telling the truth. This is classic Trump. When the polls aren't in his favor, he pulls out tee-hee-old tricks, fear-mongering, division, and misinformation. But how well is it working this time around? Despite Trump's frantic efforts, the numbers are telling a different story. Harris currently holds a slim but steady lead in multiple national polls. According to Morning Consult's latest survey, released Tuesday, Harris is ahead 50% to 46%, holding steady from last week's results. Reuters Ipsos also shows Harris leading by 3 points, 46% to 43%. However, given the margin of error, the race remains tight. A USA Today Suffolk poll paints a similarly close picture, with Harris at 45% and Trump just a point behind at 44%. The battle for swing states is a toss-up, with both candidates neck and neck in key battlegrounds like Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Georgia. Fox News, however, reported a rare flip, giving Trump a 2-point lead at 50% to Harris's 48%. Yet this poll bucks the overall trend of Harris holding a slight national advantage. As Nate Silver from 538 noted, "I've never seen an election where the forecast hovered so long near 50-50. It's no coincidence that Trump's latest attack ad focuses on identity politics, one of his favorite battlegrounds. The cultural wedge issues like transgender rights and immigration are designed to fire up his base. But there's an irony here. This so-called scandal is rooted in policies his own administration once pursued. Trump's strategy relies heavily on the politics of fear. His ad isn't just misleading, it's part of a broader attempt to create a distraction. He hopes voters will focus on these sensationalized issues instead of his chaotic presidency and policy failures. His goal? To reframe the narrative and erase the memories of mismanagement, scandal, and division that marked his tenure in office. Polling trends reveal two critical insights. First, Harris's lead reflects a growing desire for unity and tolerance among American voters. Second, the Trump base is shrinking, but not disappearing. Fox News polls show him clinging to a narrow lead among likely voters, particularly in traditionally red states like Georgia and North Carolina. Yet in key blue wall states, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania, Harris maintains a razor-thin lead, indicating a shift in voter sentiment. The swing among Latino voters is one of the most surprising developments. NBC News reports that Harris still leads Trump among Latino voters, but the margin is shrinking. In 2016, Democrats enjoyed a comfortable 36-point lead with this demographic, which has dwindled to just 14 points. Trump's campaign has exploited this, tailoring his message to appeal to Latino business owners with promises of economic prosperity and reduced regulation. The takeaway? Trump hasn't convinced many new voters, but he can't afford to lose any of his loyal base. That's why his campaign has doubled down on cultural issues, because fear works best on those already in your corner. Harris has been on a whirlwind tour through the critical swing states. On October 21st, she made stops in Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin, key battlegrounds that have traditionally swung Democratic. With former Republican Congresswoman Liz Cheney by her side, Harris emphasized the need for country over party. Cheney didn't hold back, calling on Republicans to put the Constitution above their loyalty to Trump. In a candid moment, Harris admitted that the campaign has taken a toll. "I wake up in the middle of the night these days, just to be honest with you." But she also reassured supporters that she stays grounded by working out, eating well, and staying connected with her family. These personal moments make her relatable to voters, contrasting sharply with Trump's bombastic rhetoric. Harris's campaign is fueled by rising Democratic enthusiasm. According to a Monmouth University poll, enthusiasm among Democrats has nearly doubled since Harris entered the race, from 46% in June to 85% in October. This surge in enthusiasm suggests that the party's base is rallying behind Harris, even as Trump struggles to energize his supporters beyond his core loyalists. Meanwhile, Trump is racing across the country, desperate to maintain his hold on swing states like North Carolina. On October 22nd, he visited Asheville, surveying the damage left by Hurricane Helene and using the opportunity to attack Harris. Without evidence, Trump claimed that federal funds for hurricane relief had been diverted to help illegal immigrants, stoking fear and resentment. Trump's rally in Asheville was typical of his campaign, a mixture of falsehoods, grievances, and attacks. He railed against Democrats for trying to rig the election and repeated the debunked claim that the 2020 election was stolen from him. Yet his supporters remain fiercely loyal. As one attendee put it, "If he doesn't get in, this country is gone." Despite his bravado, Trump knows he's in a tight race. Both campaigns agree on one thing: turnout will decide the election. Early voting has already begun in most states, and both Harris and Trump are urging their supporters to get to the polls. Trump took to Truth Social, reminding his base that you must get out and vote. Harris, for her part, is encouraging Democratic voters not to let the narrow margins discourage them. The shadow of the Central Park 5 case continues to haunt Trump's campaign. During a recent debate, Trump falsely claimed that the 5 teenagers had confessed to the 1989 attack. His comments reignited public outrage and prompted the 5 men, now known as the Exonerated 5, to file a lawsuit against him. Trump's remarks cast them in a harmful false light, said their lawyer, Shannon Specter. The lawsuit accuses Trump of intentionally inflicting emotional distress on the men who have spent decades fighting to clear their names. At the Democratic National Convention in August, civil rights activist Al Sharpton brought the Exonerated 5 on stage to speak out against Trump. Their message was clear. 45 wanted us unalive, said Yusuf Salaam, but today we stand exonerated. With just 2 weeks left until Election Day, Both campaigns are pulling out all the stops. The Obamas are set to join Harris on the campaign trail, hoping to energize the Democratic base. Michelle Obama will make her first campaign appearance on October 26th in Michigan, while Barack Obama will campaign with Harris in Georgia on October 24th. Trump, meanwhile, is scheduled to hold a roundtable with Latino business leaders in Miami, followed by a rally in Greensboro, North Carolina. His message remains consistent. Only he can bring prosperity back to America. But his critics argue that Trump's promises ring hollow, pointing to the economic instability and social division that marked his time in office. As the 2024 election draws near, the stakes couldn't be higher. The race between Harris and Trump isn't just about policies, it's about the future direction of the country. Will voters choose unity and progress, or will they return to the chaos and division of the Trump era? The next 2 weeks will be critical. Both candidates are neck and neck in the key battlegrounds, and voter turnout will likely determine the outcome. But one thing is certain, this election will shape the course of American politics for years to come. For now, the race remains a toss-up. Trump's base is holding firm, but Harris's coalition is growing. The question is, who will cross the finish line first? This election isn't just about who wins or loses. It's about the values we uphold as a nation. Your vote matters. Whether you're voting for Harris, Trump, or anyone else, make sure your voice is heard. The future is in your hands.